Welcome, everyone. I'm Amy McHale, the Assistant Dean for Master's Programs, and I'd like to congratulate all the graduates and welcome all the family and friends that are here to support. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge with respect the Onondaga Nation, firekeepers of the Haudenosaunee, the indigenous people on whose ancestral lands Syracuse University now stands. Congratulations to our graduates for their outstanding academic achievements and contributions to the Whitman community. For their family and loved ones joining us today, we thank you for your tremendous support of them on their academic journey. Beta Gamma Sigma was founded in 1913 and is the International Honor Society for Business with more than 580 collegiate chapters on 6 continents and with members residing in 190 countries. BGS membership is by invitation only, extended to top students at business schools accredited by AACSB International, making it the most prestigious recognition a student of business can earn anywhere in the world. The purpose of the Honor Society is to recognize and encourage outstanding scholarship in the field of business operations. Beta Gamma Sigma promotes excellence, honesty, and integrity in both business studies and practice. Their mission is to encourage and honor academic achievement in the study of business, cultivate and celebrate leadership and professional excellence, advance the value of the society, and serve its lifelong members. To be invited to join Beta Gamma Sigma, students must be in the top 20% of their graduating class. Beta Gamma Sigma is something to strive for, and it is truly an honor to be selected. These students have been honored to receive an invitation of membership into Beta Gamma Sigma. Because of what these students have achieved in scholarship and service, we are delighted to have them join us. The principles of Beta Gamma Sigma are represented by 3 concepts reflected in the name of our society. Associate Professor Kyra Reed will now give a brief dialogue on the meaning of the word beta.
Beta is the initial letter of the Greek word bebios, which signifies honor. Honor is personal integrity and excellence of character. It is a prerequisite for those who lead others. It also encourages altruism and enlightened social responsibility and service. Listen now to an explanation of gamma from Professor of Practice Joyce Zazilka.
Gamma is the initial letter of the Greek word gnosis, which signifies wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge tested by experience and tempered by discerning judgment. It avoids prejudice and insists on freedom of thought and expression. Those who are wise seek a better comprehension and a more fruitful application of what is known. They engage in a quest for understanding. And finally, to the meaning of sigma from Professor of Practice Scott Lathrop.
Sigma is the initial letter of the Greek word spude, which signifies earnestness. Earnestness is enthusiasm measured by achievement, reason, and sincerity. It's that dynamic quality which is essential for all great achievements. Persons who reflect earnestness inspire confidence, invite action, and generate progress.
Thank you. I am pleased to present the class of 2022 candidates for membership in Beta Gamma Sigma. They are presented in alphabetical order. Please stand as I say your name and remain standing for the induction. Syed Ahmad, Kristen Ackerval, George Anderson, Michael Azar, Yu Bao, Bradley Barker, Peter Brecker, David Brown, Patrick Bulger, Benjamin Calderon, Ashley Cavender, Chaitanya Chandravanka, Chia Chi Chu, Ian Coolican, Abby Sear, Joel Daly, John Damood, Vincent Del Signor, Nicolette Dillon, Carlos Doria, Brandon Drake, Jamie Edwards, Omar El Masri, Lee Fan, Matthew Fassett, Michael Finelli, Megan Gallernow, Amanda Gentry, Melissa Gwilt, Kevin Hager, Omar Hanif, Tien Pei Hu, Kyo Huan Huang, Sherry Jackson, Jacob Kaczynski, Omar Khalil, Megan Kitchen, Andrew Clausen, Michael Lacombe, Roland Limmer, Lisa Marie London, Melvin Lopez de Leon, Yutong Liu, Jonathan Major, Kuldeep Mangalore, Alan Martinez, Gwendolyn Mathias, Michaela McCauley, Kyle Morgan, Damaris Hoy Moon Yua, Aaron Murdoch, Raquel Musalam, Paul Nasland, Victor Nunez, Jesse Pink, Bavin Raval, David Reckelhoff, George Reed, Joseph Rendero, Jacob Rodriguez, Ricardo Rodriguez, Stephen Rodriguez, Tazrian Shahid, Kevin Slatterly, Christopher Snyder, Matthew Stockhouse, Stephanie Sullivan, Jeremy Tobias, Kyle Trush, Lauren Villano, Michael Walker, Jingyu Wang, Li Wang, Max Weil, Shannon Whitlock, Taylor Weigert, Lindsay Wilbur. To each of you, much has been given. Of each of you accordingly, much is expected. I ask each of you to accept honor, wisdom, and earnestness as principles to guide and stimulate your personal conduct every day of your life. You have heard the principles which members of Beta Gamma Sigma endorse and strive to uphold: honor, wisdom, and earnestness. Will BGS inductees now accept these principles as your own? If so, say, I will. Now, please repeat after me a statement in which you formally accept the principles of Beta Gamma Sigma. I pledge myself to maintain and uphold the ideals and principles of Beta Gamma Sigma, the Scholastic Business Honor Society. I will guard and cherish honor. I will strive ever to acquire wisdom and use it for the betterment of mankind. I will cultivate earnestness in all my undertakings. As a member of this chapter of Beta Gamma Sigma, I will recognize my obligation to assist and cooperate in the development of its purposes. I will seek by all honorable means to advance the interests of the university, of my community, and of my nation. You may now be seated. In recognition of your accomplishments and your commitment to the principles, those of you here with us in person receiving this honor will see before you your BGS certificate and the key of Beta Gamma Sigma. This key is a symbol of the ideals of honor, wisdom, and earnestness, which you have accepted. Students joining us remotely will have the opportunity to print their certificate from home, which has an image of the key at the top of the certificate. A warm welcome to our newest members and to a lifetime of Beta Gamma Sigma. Congratulations. And now we will begin the Academic Excellence and Named Awards presentation. Alicia Zema and Associate Dean Alex McKelvey will be there to hand you your awards and shake hands. And then if you'd like, you can go over and have a picture taken in front of the Syracuse University backdrop. The first group of awards are voted on by the full-time MBA students. The Tina Tubelino Memorial Award honors the first-year MBA student demonstrating team spirit, sincerity, enthusiasm for life. It is given to the student who emulates Tina's warm, sincere, and caring personality. This year's recipient is Cara Montellano. The Padarasri Jiravut Memorial Award is given every year to a second-year MBA student who emulates Patsy's stride toward international understanding. Patsy was one of the original contributors to International Day. The award is given to the student who demonstrates outstanding contributions toward the enhancement of multicultural understanding. This year's recipient is Nneka Akukwe. The Peter Indivino Memorial Award is given every year to a second-year MBA student who emulates Peter's exceptional leadership and his commitment to constructive changes, both academically and socially. This year's recipient is Marcus Webb. The Louis Vivenzio Memorial Award recognizes the performance of students outside the classroom. The award is given to students to recognize their service of contributions towards the betterment of the Whitman community and Syracuse University, and is selected by the staff of the Master's Programs Office. This year's recipient is Belle Martorano. The WGSO Student Service Award honors the staff or administrator who demonstrates outstanding service contribution towards the Whitman School of Management Master's Programs. This year's recipients are Joseph Zielinski and Christopher Wazalik. They unfortunately could not be with us today. The next group of awards are the Academic Excellence Awards. These awards are determined by the academic departments. The recipients are chosen for their high performance in the classroom, along with their contributions to the discipline. Please rise when your name is called and obtain your certificate. The first group that I will announce are for concentrations within the MBA program. For professional accounting, Jesse Pink. Business Analytics, Omel El Masri and Shannon Whitlock. Entrepreneurship, George Anderson. Finance, Roland Lindmeyer and Brandon Drake. Marketing Management, Sarah Battipaglia and Taylor Weigert. Supply Chain Management, Kuldeep Mangalore and Bradley Barker. Now for the academic awards for each of the master's degrees. For the MS in Professional Accounting, Emily Woodilla and Gwendolyn Greer. For the MS in Business Analytics, Chai Chi Chu, Kristen Ackerval, and Omar Hanif. For the MS in Entrepreneurship, Kyle Trush. For the MS in Entrepreneurship and Emerging Enterprises, Nicole Coy Munya. For the MS in Finance, Duong Tai Nguyen. The MS in Marketing Management, Yu Bao. For the MS in Supply Chain Management, Q, Husan Huang, and Amanda Gentry. And lastly, for the MS in Business Analytics, Chai Chi Chu, Kristen Ackerval, and Omar Hanif. The Whitman School of Management Online MBA Award for Academic Excellence honors the online MBA graduate demonstrating outstanding performance. This year, we are pleased to announce that we have 2 students to recognize, having received a perfect GPA: George Anderson and Taylor Weigert. Our final award is the Alumni Award for Academic Achievement and honors the full-time MBA student demonstrating exemplary performance in the highest academic record, Omar El-Masri. Congratulations again to all of our award winners. In keeping with the university's initiatives to be green, certificates in the program will be available for students who couldn't join us to download. Unfortunately, we'll not be mailing those at this time for anyone who was unable to attend our event today in person. Additionally, if any of you, particularly the BGS members who may not have been able to have a photograph with the Associate Dean or would like a photograph in front of the backdrop, please stay back a little bit as the reception commences outside, and we'll have opportunities to do that. Or if you would like perhaps a photo with your loved ones, feel free to stay and get a photo. All of the others, please join us for light refreshments outside of the auditorium. Thanks for attending and supporting, and congratulations again.